Hello and welcome to Vlogmas episode number 6. And coming up in today's episode, I find myself on the floor for some reason. Then I can't open a tin. And finally, I declare my love for pins. I do love pins. Now then, in one of my last episodes, somebody that was watching happened to notice something in the Star Wars collectibles behind me and asked what it was. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you exactly what it was. And what it was, in fact, was this collector's tin down here, but not just any collector's tin. It is in fact the collector's tin for The Rise of Skywalker, and not just a steelbook, but a whole tin of collectibles from when that film came out. So let's open it up and take a look and see what's inside. Please ignore the amount of dust that's on the top of there, but there we go, this is what we're talking about. Now, we're not going to get into the whole conversation about whether or not The Rise of Skywalker was a good film or not, or blah blah blah. Lots of people love it, lots of people hate it, I get it. We're not going to talk about that, we're just going to talk about what's in the collector's tin. So you can leave a comment if you loved it or you hated it. I don't know, I don't care, I'm not interested. But this is what we are interested in. We are trying to find out what's inside the collector's tin. It is obviously quite large, as you can see. It's double-sided as well, so you've got one of the First Order Stormtroopers on this side, and on the other side we've got Kylo Ren there as well. So already it's obviously got a lot of features to it, and just looking around here, you've obviously got Collector's Edition on there, and you know there's going to be a lot in it because obviously the size of it, but there we go, let's open it up and see what's in there. I don't know whether or not there was like a light side version of this. I only ever saw this dark side version, so maybe if somebody out there does know the answer to that, I'm not sure, but I've only ever seen like the dark side Sith First Order version of this, but there we go, never mind. There we go, so straight off the bat, if I just turn that around, we've obviously got a nice little engraving there on the tin, and then all of the bits and pieces that come inside it. Now obviously you've got the Steelbook Blu-ray, but there's a lot more things going on in this than it appears, so lots of collectible little goodies as well. So let's have a look. So first up we've got these little collectible cards. They are actually very thin steel cards, so they're not made of cardboard, they're actually made of steel, which is why they get that nice sheen on there. And I don't think the camera picks it up particularly well, but they are actually properly metallic as well. So that's a nice one there of Kylo Ren with the First Order logo shining all over his helmet. I was going to say face then, but yeah, that's his helmet. Next up we've also got a First Order Stormtrooper version as well. So again, same thing, it's on this sort of like slightly steel effect card as well. So some really nice art prints, and then another Stormtrooper one as well. So I like these. I think these are really, really cool. I like that one especially, but then actually that one's kind of good as well. So you've got a couple of them, and then Kylo as well. So that's just a nice little start, nice little art prints they've got on there for these as well. So yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. Well, I obviously did because I bought it. But there we go. So nice little collectible bits. Naturally, we've then got the actual steelbook as well, which even just this by itself, I love the artwork on the cover of that. Is really, really cool. I love that. You've obviously got the red and the blue contrasting there really nicely. And like the prints, it's steel as well. So it's obviously super, super shiny, as you can see with the light there. But I love the artwork on that. Just really, really cool. Kylo getting soaked in the rain. Bit of an action shot. Very dramatic. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. If we take it out of the cardboard sleeve, again, you've got Kylo on there. But on the other side, you've also got Rey as well. So again, brilliant artwork. Obviously depicts something out of the film as well when she goes and she starts looking around for the Wayfinder, I think it is, that she was looking for on the, or what was the Death Star before it crashed into the ground after the end of the original series, so, or the original films I should say. So there we go, so that's really, really cool. It's really interesting as well because obviously she's all blue on there, so you know, you'd think that's obviously depicting the fact that she's on the light side, the Jedi side, so you would think that Kylo's side of it would be all red, but it's not, it's half and half. So it kind of just gives you a bit of a hint here that of the two characters of which one's going to kind of change sides. it's a bit of a giveaway then that it's going to be Kylo, and that he's going to go back to being his normal self instead of his Sithy self, whereas Rey isn't going to change. Although, having said that, you do see Dark Rey in the movie, but it's obviously not real. It's not actually her. So it's a bit of an interesting thing. But I love the artwork, both sides of that. I think that's really, really nice. For a steelbook, I think that's really, really cool. So yeah, beautiful. So there we go. Just show you the tin there. We've got one last thing here. And I have to say, I've saved the best bit till last, in my opinion. Because as you know, I love collecting pins, and these are absolutely stunning. Really, really large for pins. Let's see if I can get them out of the foam and have a better look. So the first of the two pins we've got, this one, get it into focus. That's the Kylo Ren one. And again, really, really like that. And it's difficult to get it in focus because it's so super shiny. It's all basically metallic. It's not officially, it's not a Disney pin trading pin. It's produced by Lucasfilm, so it's not your usual kind of Disney collectible trading pins that you'd get. But it's really, really struggling to pick it up in the light there. But there we go. You can just about see there. You've got Kylo's helmet, and you've got the First Order logo just beneath him there as well. But again, love that pin. Really, really nice. And yeah. Really nice collection. The second one though, the First Order Stormtrooper one, I actually think I prefer this one a little bit. I really like the design of it, of the Stormtrooper on there. You could make the argument that it's actually Captain Phasma because of the shine of it, but actually I don't believe it is. I think that this is actually supposed to be the Stormtroopers that come out at the very, very end of the film that are like the red ones. I can't actually remember for the life of me what they were called. They weren't called Stormtroopers, they were called something else. But I don't think it's Captain Phasma, even though it's obviously a metallic coloured silver pin. I'm pretty certain that it's meant to be the First Order troopers, or rather the red version that comes out at the end of the film. But I really, really like that. Again, you've got the First Order logo at the bottom of it there. And again, good size to it. I love the shape of this one as well. It's really nice. So yeah, another one that, again, is not a Disney pin trading pin. So it's not like part of that collection. And again, made my Lucasfilm instead, but super, super cool. Really, really like that. I do love pins. And then as I was sort of shuffling everything back, I noticed there's actually a third Stormtrooper one, not two Stormtrooper designs on these cards. So there are three of them altogether. So you've got that extra one there, which I think is the one that I didn't show you before. I think I showed you that one, and I think I showed you that one. That one's still my favourite, but again, this one is not a Stormtrooper. You can see the difference in their helmet designs between your normal Stormtrooper and then those red ones that come out at the end of the movie. Again, I wish I could remember what they're called, but obviously when the camera's rolling, I get a bit of memory fog. But there we go, you know what I mean. So yeah, it's those red ones that come out. You can just see the difference there in the designs between the two. So yeah, that's the First Order version, and then that's like Palpatine's red versions that come out at the end of the movie, which is a bit weird because if you know the sequel trilogy really, really well, you will know that the red version of the Stormtrooper, like Captain Phasma, was the silver version, and there is also a gold one whose name I also can't remember, but the red one, there is a character for that who is part of the Galaxy's Edge storyline, so it's weird that they kind of then brought out red ones at the end of the movie, as there was already a character who wears red Stormtrooper armor, but he doesn't feature in the films, which is probably why they did that. But again, it's a bit weird when kind of like Lucasfilm and Disney, they don't remember what they've done and they don't necessarily tie up storylines particularly well, but I kind of found it weird that yeah, Red Stormtrooper has already been done, essentially, because it's like Palpatine's guards as well, were the original kind of Red Troopers. So they kind of did that again, and I can see why they did it, but they completely forgot about the fact they already had a character that was a Red Stormtrooper. But I do still like the cards, that's really cool. I like them a lot. But yeah, the Red Stormtrooper, I think his name is Captain Cardinal, and he appears in some of the like Galaxy's Edge books, and I've got one of the action figures for him down there somewhere. So yeah, he's a really cool character actually. I really, really like him a lot. It's just a shame that they never brought him out in the movies, but again, it kind of wouldn't make sense that you've got these red ones that turn up at the end of the movie as like a big deal, but actually you had a red one all along. But there we go, not a lot of people know that. So there we are. So you've got the cards, you've got the pins, you've obviously got the steelbook itself, and then the collector's case that it comes in, and that's pretty much, I think, everything that's included in the collector's tin. There we are. So that is the Rise of Skywalker Collector's Steelbook tin set, and I really like the stuff that's in here. I think it's really nice. I'm really happy that this is part of my total Star Wars collection, and what I thought I'd do, as Christmas is coming, I'd start going through some of the like the Black Series action figures and toys that I've got, because, you know, Christmas toys. Just so happens that for me that's Star Wars. So I'll show those in another video, but yeah, thank you very much for the person that left the comment asking to have a look at this, and hopefully you liked it. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching and having a look at what's in that collector's tin. I know the Rise of Skywalker is very divisive and not a lot of people like it. So some of you I know will have absolutely hated every single moment of that. And on that terrible disappointment, it is time to end the episode. I'll see you guys for tomorrow's episode, for episode 7 of Vlogmas. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon.